kicking, head-butting, and choking. It's not something that most of us would go after, but the fact is it's all part of the ultimate or extreme or no holds barred, no rules fighting, sort of like Australian rules football. This is a prize fighter. This is Jason Fairn. He is in the business of the ultimate and extreme business, and he is just back from Abu Dhabi. And he is going to Los Angeles soon to buck up his training. I guess, is that the World Center for Extreme Thumping?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's where a lot of the fighters congregate. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm not too sure. I guess it's warm, it's comfortable.
Oh, it's warm. Oh, yeah, warm. I forgot about that. Before we talk about what actually goes on in these matches, which get good and bad attention, lots of bad attention, I thought we should take a little look at it. And take a clip and see some guys in action here.
And now Metzger pushes up against the fence. Oh. Both fighters kneeing each other to the groin.
A couple of uppercuts by Metzger, breaks the lock. Oh, a right hand to the head. He's in trouble.
Right by Fairn, and he's got
Metzger down. He's in a chokehold.
About this no-holds barred business.
I guess it's the adrenaline rush. It's the same thing as, I guess, bungee jumping or other extreme sports. It's the adrenaline rush and the whole excitement of it, and I guess the danger is
the danger. But you could jump out of planes and experience fear, exhilaration, and that kind of thing.
I have more control here, so I...
You do?
Yeah, so I'm in control of what's going on rather than jumping out of a plane.
Yeah. Rip.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, guys do get badly injured. In fact, a guy died week before last, and so it's no joke, this activity.
No, well, it's unfortunate. It was, you know, there's been a lot of deaths in all sorts of sports, car racing, whatever, right? So it
5
comes
kids
with the
this guy had too, though.
Yeah, it's really sad and unfortunate, but that goes with professional sports.
When was the first time you ever saw such a fight? And it's a new phenomenon, is it not?
Actually, they've been doing it for about 65 years in Brazil, and they brought it up recently in North America 6 years ago, roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly about 6 years ago.
Who is they?
The Ultimate Fighting Championship is the big one. It's the big pay-per-view event.
Why did they come to North America? Because they saw, you know, like the World Wrestling Federation or whatever it is, they don't fill that gap of watching sweaty guys bump each other on a canvas mat?
I don't look at it like that. For me, it's a sport, right? For me, it's a sport. I guess they sell it like that. It's sort of the promoter's fault at times, all the hype and all the gore. But for me, it's a sport, so that's how I approach it. That's how I look at it. And how they market it, you know, sometimes it's a little bit much, but...
It is a bit much.
Yeah.
You had a fight in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Who asked you to come over there?
The Prince there.
The Prince?
Yeah.
He said, come on over and...
Well, he's a big fight fan. And
is he?
Yeah, and he watches all the different fights, and he selected different fighters to come over. That was actually just a straight submission fight. That wasn't no holds barred. That was just... There was no striking involved. So basically, it's for chokeholds, arm locks. It's more of a technical thing. More
like wrestling, then?
Yeah, more like wrestling for points and that. So
it never appealed to you to go the Olympic... I mean, I'm not trying to, like, turn you into a Mr., you know, sort of clean liver kind of guy. You may very well be, but why would you not go a more legitimate route? I mean, you may think this is legitimate, but, you know, most people would be hard-pressed to say that it...
Well, for a lot of martial artists, there's no venue to display their skills.
What about kickboxing?
I do jiu-jitsu, which is a grappling art, and there's no... I don't want to say there's no money in it, but there's no success in that, like big success, worldwide recognition or anything like that. I mean, kickboxing is even still... Not many people know about that, but I mean, people recognize me on the street from doing this, so it's a way to get myself out there and display what I can do. And
right. You want to be in the movies?
Maybe eventually.
I don't actually have a movie to give you. If you don't get your pretty face all mucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you probably won't get punched in the nose in the same way that a boxer would.
Right. Yeah, it's more, this is more like a combination between boxing and wrestling.
Yeah.
So a lot of it happens on the ground, so it's not repetitive pounding to the face, whereas you'd see in boxing. Right, so it's...
I'm sorry, but it does seem a bit much. And you don't, in some places you have to wear, is it a 6-ounce glove?
A 5-ounce, yeah, 5-ounce glove, which doesn't really make much difference. It's basically like a weightlifting glove. It looks like with padding on it. So some people say it's better. Personally, I think it can be worse because it adds weight to the hand and can cause cuts as well.
Right. How much money can you make at this?
One fighter in Japan recently took home $800,000 for one single fight.
Right. So in the last 6 years, this has gone from an impossible idea for you to make a living with to the potential to make a lot of money.
Right.
What would you have done if this hadn't come to North America?
I don't know. I guess I would just continue doing bodyguarding work. I would do bodyguarding work for the film industry, so I just would have gone that route with the skills I have, rather than taking it to professional fighting.
Where were you a bodyguard?
In Los Angeles and in Vancouver.
Right. For actors, I take it. Yeah.
Yes.
And how rough a job can that be?
Well, that's pretty easy compared to this.
You just see the movie?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, huh?
No, unfortunately.
Do you have to be in disguise? I mean, I did see 2 guys come in with a big actor once to a restaurant with, I forget, Carradine, one of those Carradine boys. And they look like the Colossus at Rhodes. I've never seen, I mean, they look like pillars that come in. They could have carried him in. It was quite funny. I mean, you didn't
Yeah,
look
you
that
sort of want
funny,
to blend
did you?
in, right? I don't
blend
think
in. Yeah, sure, you blend in. Yeah.
Well, I try to blend in.
Yeah.
It just sort of
But
goes
that's the
one
point,
of the
isn't
people.
it?
Yes, yeah.
So where's your next fight? And can you have fights in this country?
Not in this country.
No.
I'll be fighting in California, May 30th, I believe, the date, defending my title.
Right. Well, Jason, good luck to you, son.
Thank you.
Go on, squeeze.